My second day in Alaska, and I'm in the Portage Glacier Valley, a 14-mile strip that connects the Kenai Peninsula to the mainland. Old residents insist that the climate is changing, that the summers are warmer and drier. The rapid retreat of all the glaciers during even 20 years is offered as another proof. I find it stunning that the issue of warming was being addressed in the words of our Appleton's author, Eliza Sidmore, more than a century ago. Here at Portage Lake, I'm meeting glaciologist Dr Kristine Crossen. At the time of my guidebook, the end of the 19th century, it seems that the glaciers were already in retreat. Is that right?
Here in Alaska, that was certainly the case. A lot of the retreat starts between about 1850 and 1890.
Before 1850 then, what had been going on?
Before 1850, somewhere in the 1700s probably, all the glaciers were advancing. That was the maximum extent. 1800s is a very cold period of the Little Ice Age, and then the glaciers started to retreat. For about 1890, 1910. If we were here in 1899, the date of your book, the lake would not be here. The glacier would be standing right here. We would be standing right at the edge of the glacier. This lake started to form in 1915.
What do you think is causing these enormous changes?
Well, the changes have to do with climate change, and there are both long-term and short-term reasons for climate change. There are several causes. Some have to do with the way the Earth rotates around the sun, and quite a lot of evidence has to do with solar flares, these big storms that eject energy out into the solar system. Volcanic eruptions also seem to be very important.
In your list there, you didn't mention human beings.
Well, it's true. What we have, when we start talking about climate change related to human beings, and we start talking about CO2, we're talking about use of fossil fuel, and the CO2 record is about 50 years long. That's a rather short record for someone like me, a geologist who's looked at glaciers in terms of thousands of years or tens of thousands of years. I think that there can be some impact from fossil fuels and humans for the current climate warming. But on top of it, we've got this long-term trend that's called the Little Ice Age, and the glaciers advanced and then they retreated. The glacier retreat is starting many years before we're starting to talk about the effect of CO2 as we understand it today.
Alaska must be a wonderful place to study glaciers.
Yes, that's true. There are thousands of glaciers in Alaska, so there are many, many opportunities to study glaciers here.